Yo, what's going on, guys? Today, we'll be playing my predictions for what will be the top 5 most dominant decks for CRL World Finals. To start it off with, we have RG Lightning. RG is quite an underrated deck recently. A lot of people stopped playing it, but right now with Lightning, it actually works super well. You can even beat Pekka, and Lightning obviously helps quite a bit against Cycle decks as well. I'm just going to go for the Bridge RG here. He spent quite a few elixirs, so this should be a good play. And guys, this is the 5th deck here, but as we go down the list, the decks will get better and better. I think my list will honestly be very accurate. I think it will be pretty much fully correct because the meta is just very easy to predict now, I feel like. Oh, beautiful Fisherman right there. And guys, I do think Mohamed Light will win the World Finals. That's my prediction for who's going to win World Finals, but the meta is so unbalanced right now that I think it's going to be kind of just up for grabs who's going to win. It could be really anyone, because the more unbalanced the meta is, the higher chance any random player can win, even if they're not as good as someone like Mohamed Light, for example. But obviously all the 8 players in World Finals are going to be quite good, but, you know, things could be really different than what we expect them to be. Alright, this guy does have Golem. I'll go for an RG here, and hopefully we're able to defend. We do have our King Tower up, so I'm not actually super worried about it. Let's go for the Lumberjack. That means his Golem push is probably not going to be too strong, so I think I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah. Nice. RG might even take the whole tower still. Wow, I did not expect that. I think we just are going to need to Phoenix here, then we can try to pull this to our King Tower. The Golem itself is actually not very hard for us to stop. This guy does have Princess for some reason. Does he think he's Riley or something? I'm not really sure. I think it's already game over, guys. So I'll see you in the next match. Alright, guys. For deck number 4, we have Lava Loon. Lava Loon has always been quite competitive. It's always been a deck that people have used quite a bit in duels. Okay, no way I just missed the tower. How did I do that? What in the world? Apparently I'm not even skilled enough to be a Lava Hound player. But yeah, guys, Lava Hound does a super good job at countering stuff like RG. RG's a super popular deck in competitive play, so this will definitely counteract it quite a bit, and does beat stuff like Goblin Drill, for example. Quite a few of the Cycle decks Lava Hound does a great job against. Speaking of Goblin Drill, this guy is playing Goblin Drill. We do have the Valkyrie in this version of Lava Hound, so I think I like this matchup quite a bit. I'm actually going to Lava the bridge here because the Goblin Doctor is out, and I think that genuinely might be his only air defense. He genuinely might be dead right now, guys. I don't know how he stops this. What is he going to do? I'm just going to balloon this side. He's going to probably have to go for a poison onto it. If not defensive drill or something. I don't even know, really. He does decide to do that drill there. Just going to get some arrows off. Oh, I didn't fully kill the goblins, unfortunately. Inferno Dragon is going right back, though. Man, he somehow survived. Dang it, I kind of messed up the arrows. I think that could have actually been a lot better. Doesn't really matter much, though. We still get a relatively good start. As long as you don't take much damage, I think you're in a pretty good spot in this matchup. In single elixir. That's actually going to take a while to kill the Lava Pups. Valkyrie might just move too far forward for our tower to shoot the Doctor. I think it doesn't really matter too much, though. Yeah, we're chilling. I'll just play the Inferno Dragon. Kind of want to have our Bomber ready for the drill. Minions will counter it pretty well too, though. So I think we're chilling for right now. Okay, there's the Evo Drill, actually. I didn't even realize he had that in Cycle just yet. Bomber is going back, luckily. I'm going to go for a Lava at the bridge once again. He's probably going to go for the Goblin. Yeah, Goblin Stein. We get a Fireball here, and we can also Arrows as well. Fireball Arrows does fully kill it, which is very nice. We made him waste the ability as well, which is great too. I'm going to go for the Evo Valkyrie. Whatever he plays here is just going to get kind of wrecked by our Evo Valkyrie. Evo Valkyrie is actually super good to combo into a big lava push. Nice, Inferno Dragon's on the tower. I think that's kind of game over. And guys, all of these decks are really good for you to try to learn and play yourself. They're very solid decks, usually very consistent as well. And yeah, that should be a good game. I'll see you guys in the next match. Oh, wait a minute. We're up against a fellow 7-7 here. Guys, for deck number 3, so this is midway through the decks, we have Goblin Drill with the Goblin Stein. I thought Goblin Drill kind of fell off after the changes it received. It was doing okay, but then people just stopped running it. Until now, people started to just play it quite a bit again, and a lot of the pros really like Goblin Drill and are really good at it, so I'm certain this deck will be everywhere in World Finals. It seems like quite a good counter to a lot of Pekka decks having the guards up in here, and it's pretty safe overall. Nothing too much really counters it that heavily except Lava Hound. Definitely Lava Hound will be the hardest matchup for this deck. So yeah, probably a lot of people are also going to run Lava Hound. That's why I don't expect this deck to be number 1, even though I know people are going to spam the heck out of this deck. I think if Lava Hound is available still in the duel for the opponent, people are probably going to be too scared to actually run this a lot of the time, unless they really don't think their opponent would use Lava Hound. But duels are duels, so if the opponent goes for like a Lava Hound game 1, they can just use this deck in the second game, for example. So I think this deck will be really popular. Beautiful ability right there. Doesn't do too much tower damage anymore, but does basically kill the Fisherman, which is actually pretty good. I think this guy does have that one Pekka Goblin Giant deck, which is going to be interesting to see how we do here. And guys, now that the drill icon doesn't show where it's going to be, you can always play your drills in the back if you want to, if you think your opponent will predict the front. It's kind of just a bunch of mind games. Evo Ice Spirit is also super broken. We do have Evo Ice Spirit in this deck. No Evo Skeletons. Evo Skeletons are definitely what you would think would be a good evolution in this meta, but it just seems like everyone has so many spells that even though it should be good, it just always instantly dies, so it's actually not really as good as people might have originally thought it could be. So I think Evo Ice Spirit's actually a lot better. Really counters these Pekkas nicely. See, if we had Evo Skellies there, would have just got wrecked by the Pekka, but now guards should counter this. That actually may get a hit. Is that going to get a hit? Oh no, oh no. You know what, I'll take it. I didn't want to waste my Evo Ice Spirit, guys. I think it's better just to go in here. I don't know if he can actually defend our push right now, or if he can, he's probably still going to take quite a hefty amount of damage, so I think this is overall a pretty big win for us. Okay, wait, this Evo Pekka is actually kind of concerning. But we do have our Evo Ice Spirit, which is potentially going to save us here. Okay, he does have a double lane push. I'll go for the guards way up high. Pekka should be pretty much killed by this Evo Ice Spirit, I believe. But Goblin Giant is going a little bit crazy. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Bomber, bomber! Oh my gosh. Wait, guys, wait, guys. Okay, that is going for that, luckily. Guards should kill this Doctor really quickly. Nice, he wasted the ability on nothing. Okay, guys, I thought I just lost, but I think we're fine. Hopefully this Goblinstein gets to the tower. I know he's definitely going to try to probably Pekka. He has to Pekka, right? Hello? He does go for the Pekka, but we just get that Goblin monster to the tower, and that is game over. Alright, for the second best deck that will be most dominant in CRL World Finals, we have this Goblin Giant Pekka deck. Goblin Giant actually just so happened to be very popular in last year's World Finals, and I think it will be very popular this year as well with this Pekka deck. Just super safe, and it seems to be a lot better now than a lot of the other Pekka decks, so I think this one will be absolutely everywhere. It's really easy to play too, and you can be assured that the World Finals players are going to have so many nerves as they're playing on stage, so to play a deck like this that you can play without really thinking much is going to be really valuable for them, I'm sure. I'm going to go for the Pekka in the back here. You can pretty much Pekka first play whenever you want to. That's basically how Pekka works now, which is honestly very sad. Man, I can't wait to watch World Finals and see people just going for Pekkas in the back first play for absolutely zero reason. But obviously people will probably try to be a bit safer in World Finals compared to a normal ladder game or whatever. Anyways, this guy is RG. He did just get a lot of damage, but I think I don't mind this spot too much. Okay, that's kind of a bad Fisherman. Oh, we don't have enough elixir for arrows. Oh no. Dang it, if only we had enough for arrows, that could have just been the whole tower down. Hey, at least the wizard is almost dead though. If he can't really support this too much, I think we're going to be okay, but if he can, then we're dead. Okay, I'm just going to go for that bomber here on this. Okay, I think we're chilling for right now. Not a great spot, but it's okay. This guy does surprisingly have the wizard, which is going to make it a little bit easier compared to a phoenix or something like that. Man, guys, this deck used to be pretty good with Void, but now... Well, it was going to be pretty good with Void, but then Void just completely died right as this deck became more popular. I'm just going to go for a Pekka in the back. We have the Fisherman, so if he goes for an RG other lane, that's really not much of an issue for us. He does go for it all the way in the back, okay. I think here we just go all in with a Goblin Giant and then try to defend the RG pretty cheaply with the Fisherman and whatever else we really end up needing here. I'll actually go for this in front too, just because we might as well block up the lane a little bit, I think. We can rage here. Nice. Oh, he's so dead. He's actually so dead. Goblin Giant will take the tower. And it will spawn some goblins here that do some damage to his stuff. I'm just going to go for that Pekka. Just got to block up the lane. He does go for that RG other lane, but I think that was a mistake for him. He's going to get damage, but just not going to be enough damage. I'm certain he's not going to get enough damage here. Yeah, that should be a dead RG. I think we won this game. He might get to another RG, though, in a second. We have to be a little bit careful. Okay, never mind. There's actually no time left. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next match. Okay, and now for the deck we've all been waiting for. The deck that will probably be used the most in CRL World Finals this year. Royal Hogs Earthquake. They've just been taking the meta by storm, man. They were actually being used with Goblin Giant just recently, but it seems like now Archer Queen has started to come back in the deck. And I think Goblin Giant is a little bit worse now than Archer Queen. You guys can play it with Goblin Giant too, but I do think this version's slightly better. This guy does actually have Lava Hound. I think he might have a Lava Hound Lightning deck. I have seen a few people start to run that, which is going to be, unfortunately, a pretty hard counter to us, but I don't think it's a very safe deck. That's why I didn't even put it on the top 5 deck list. I think Lava Hound with Lightning is just a little bit too crazy. You're going to counter some stuff like Queen decks, for example, as we're playing, but in the majority of matchups, you might just completely ruin yourself. Yeah, he does go for the Lightning very late, though, so we're actually in quite a good spot. And I think this Ceiling Fan won't do much either. Nice, beautiful defense. That was kind of just a terrible Ceiling Fan right there at the end. This matchup is going to be very bad, actually, but with this start, I think we have a pretty decent chance. Or maybe it's not as bad as I'm thinking. It's not too hard to break through for a bit of damage, but it's very hard to defend. We have no Fire Spirit either, so we can't really kill the Ceiling Fan, except to go for an Archer Queen right on top of it, which is kind of a bad play. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to get some Evo Skellies off up high. The reason why is because they're going to kind of chain towards the tower and actually force out a response here, for sure. Okay, I'm just going to go for this in the back. He has literally no Elixir now. He's not going to be able to defend this. He wasted the Bomber too. Definitely tower down. He does go for some late guards for some reason. Not really sure why. That does still take the tower. I'm just going to go for an Archer Queen. He's probably going to Lightning soon enough, but might take him a little bit. Oh, nice. He actually does not decide to Lightning. Evo Ice Spirit is going to combo on this Flying Machine to kill it. Nice, beautiful. Okay, I don't know how we just won this matchup so easy. I guess this deck really is as good as I'm saying. Trust me, guys, I know this deck will be absolutely everywhere, especially it's going to be played so much by all the Psycho players. Well, thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!